What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sitting Pretty. It's your girl Lolo, and if this is your first time on my channel, thank you. Make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you hit that little gray bell button so you can get a notification any and every time I post a new episode. Now, I know you guys haven't all seen me in a while. It's because I have been incredibly busy and have not had the time to sit down and record. And usually when I get really busy like this, it's because it's just that time of year. Spring is upon us. The weather is great, the sun is out, and that means dating season is upon us. I thought it would be really dope for me to finally do an episode on some advice and tips for online dating as a person with a disability. Yes, finally I have done it. I feel like I have used enough of these apps and enough of these websites and memberships in order to know what worked for me and what didn't work for me. I have broken down all of this information into 6 parts. Your profile image/images, what the fuck to say in your bio, what the fuck to say when somebody sends you a message or you want to send a message first, how to be safe on the app, when to take breaks, because online dating can become overwhelming, and overall, just how to have fun with it. All right? Get your pen and pad out, get your phone out, take down some notes, think about some things, and yeah, let's just get started. So let's just set up a scenario. You're a person with a disability and you feel online dating is the only way you're going to be able to meet someone and date and have intimate experiences and meet people on a one-on-one level, right? Right. But you get one of those apps, you link it to your Facebook because now they want you to verify your authenticity so nobody gets catfished out here. And you're like, what pictures do I put on my profile? Well, I have some tips for that. What I would definitely say first is that what you want to do is focus on your main profile image. This is the image that people are going to see first before they see any of your other images, and most likely before they read anything that's in your bio. So this image has to be popping tongue. For me, whenever I chose a picture, I wanted it to reflect my personality and it showed my disability. Now, I will show you, bam, this is the profile image I chose on one of the dating apps that I was on. So you see that I'm smiling. The picture is a candid photo, which is definitely something that is very important. You don't want to use like a headshot or a professional photo because it takes the realness out of who you are, in my personal opinion. And of course, I got my makeup done. I'm wearing a sexy outfit because for me, it's important to show that you can be sexy and have a disability, but it's not too much to where it's like, ooh, she's with the business quickly. And I am sitting in my wheelchair. Now, this is why I felt like this was a good profile image. And because of this image, I did get a lot more matches that I had seen, before from using other images. And then when it comes to all of the other images on your profile, you just want them to reflect you. It's always good to maybe have a picture with some friends. Like, it shows that you're an active person, you do things, you have friends, there's other people in your life that love you. I definitely wanted to show more pictures of me in my chair, so that way if my profile image didn't show it, all of these other images would. And of course, just great fucking selfies. You want to show off how beautiful you are. You want to show off that you're confident. You want to show off that you are sexy too. Now, I do think that it's important, if you have a visible disability, I would recommend using some pictures that show what your disability is. Only because it'll eliminate the awkwardness, and in a weird kind of way, it gives you that extra boost of confidence. That's like, look, I'm out here, this is my disability, so what? Literally, who cares? So what, you not gonna match with me? Okay, I don't even know who you are for you to have even quote unquote rejected me. So what difference would it make? So I do believe believe that if you have a visible disability, that it's cool to just show it off. And if you have a non-visible disability, I wouldn't recommend just coming out, hey, by the way, I have a disability that you can't see. But when you reach a certain level of comfort and understanding and you feel like this person is mature enough to maybe handle the news, then I would definitely say that is the time to share that you have a disability, although it's not visible. So next is, what the fuck do you say in your bio? For me, I wanted to go the funny route. I'm a silly person, so being funny and being silly and being witty is all part of my personality. So I would definitely say when creating a bio, you want to show off your personality. You don't want to state a bunch of facts. I like to eat. I like to go to the movies. Nobody wants to see that. You want to be able to create a profile that can start a conversation that tells a little bit about who you are without running down this entire list of everything you like and don't like about yourself or what you're looking for in a partner. Those profiles are mad, boring, and annoying. This was the bio on the same dating app that I created. Because again, if somebody wasn't able to tell in my photos that I had a disability, wham bam, it was right there, first sentence in my bio. But I made it funny so that way it was an approachable topic if someone matched with me and continued to have a curiosity about it and wanted to ask questions about my disability. It's all about comfort, in my personal opinion. It's all about coming off as a comfortable person, comfortable in who you are, and you wanting the person who would be matching with you to feel comfortable talking to you. And you want to make sure that your bio does mention what you are looking for on the app, but in a way that's not too serious. Like when you start going off on, I'm on here to find the love of my life, I don't have time for these games people play, so either you gonna like me or you not, that's not a good look. But if you wanted to say, you know, I'm on here because I'm interested in finding a partner that I can really get along with and build something great, that is something that is more approachable, that can start a conversation and shows that, hey, she ain't on here playing any games, but she's not so uptight about it that I can't just have a conversation with her. See what I'm saying? Now that you've created your bio, and you've added pictures on your profile, and you've been swiping left and right and coming up with some matches, it's time to start the conversation. Now, there's two areas of this. There is you wanting to send the first message, and then there's the area of you received the message and what or how do you respond. The number one thing that I learned, and this is back when I used to be a journalism major, is that you never want to ask a yes or no question. You always want to ask a question that is open-ended. So, for example, somebody matched with you and they say, hey, how are you doing? You don't want to just say, I'm good, and you want to, give it a little more. I'm good because I finally had the time to sit down and watch my favorite show on Netflix. That kind of gives it a topic for them to come back and say, oh, well, what is your favorite show? Then you say, oh, well, my favorite show is such and such. What kind of shows do you like watching on Netflix? So you see what I'm saying? The conversation has already started before you even know it. So it's always about bringing up topics or making statements or asking questions that are open-ended. But if you have matched with somebody and notice that they haven't sent you a message and you're kind of wanting to send that first message, I always recommend that whatever the message is, it addresses whatever was in that person's bio or in their pictures. So for example, if there was a really nice sweater that you liked from the person that you matched with that they had on, you will want to send a message like, yo, your style is off the chain. I'm loving that sweater. today? Boom. Those are always really great ways to start the conversation with someone that you matched with if they hadn't already, sent the message first.